another feel-good story. I was involved with the relocation of some East African black rhino to Tanzania from South Africa. And this was my first dealings with the East African subspecies of black rhino. Many of you may not know, but we've got 1, 2, 3 subspecies that are still around it. And I was curious just to see if there was any difference between the East African black rhino and the Southern black rhino that we're used to dealing with down here. And morphologically, looking at the rhino, everything appears to be exactly the same. Anyway, it was an awesome operation. We had to catch these rhino on a reserve and take them to Oliver Tambo Airport in Johannesburg. And from there, they flew up in a 747 aircraft to Kili International Airport, where we offloaded them. And then there were 10 of them. And we had to then use a C-130, which is a transport plane used to landing on more primitive airstrips. We had 2 groups of 5 animals that were moved. So eventually we got all 10 animals into bomas on the receiving property. And it had been a long day. You know, we'd had more than 24 hours without any sleep. It was a huge relief to get these rhino there safely. And I was yet to see if there was any difference between a East African black rhino and a Southern black rhino. And I had a colleague with me who I sort of questioned him on this, you know, how do they respond to the drugs, etc. And everything appeared to be just the same as I'm used to with the Southern black rhino. And as the 2 of us were walking away from the bomas, I heard a noise behind me, and it was a typical black rhino snort when they exhale, except there was a different. I stopped in my tracks and I turned around to see, you know, and my colleague could see that I was a little bit surprised. And he smiled and looked at me and he just said, well, that's an East African black rhino. They're speaking Swahili and they know that they're home. So, yeah, another moment I won't forget.